You want to drive like a millionaire, so what does that actually mean? A Lamborghini, Mercedes, or a Porsche? Well, actually, you can flush that idea down the drain. According to a study conducted by Experian Automotive and published by Forbes Magazine, 61% of wealthy people drive Hondas and Toyotas and Fords. So that begs the question, what do they classify as wealthy people? Well, they use an IRS guideline for this, an American household that makes more than $250,000 a year, so that's only about 2% of the American population. These households prefer the reliability and reasonable price of regular household names like Toyota, Honda, and Ford. Some of the other cars they prefer included the Mercedes E-Class, the Lexus RX 350, and the BMW 5 Series and 3 Series, an Acura, Volkswagen, and of course the three we already mentioned. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, I just asked one small favor. Please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you're feeling extra generous. Picture this, a millionaire driving to work every day in a Ford. Well, this doesn't exactly fit our culture's stereotype of how a wealthy person lives, does it? Someone making $250,000 a year could easily afford a nice Mercedes, but less than 39% of them choose to drive a luxury car. Ramsey Solutions conducted the largest survey done of millionaires with over 10,000 participating. This study revealed that the average millionaire drives a 4-year-old car with 41,000 miles on it, or 66,000 kilometers. And 8 out of 10 millionaires buy them in cash, debt-free, without any car payment. This is a stark contrast from the 85% of people who continually buy new cars with a lease or a loan. More than 113 million Americans have auto loans and owe a total of over $1.3 trillion in car debt. It's surprising when you think that 8% of people who make less than $100,000 own a luxury model car. That's right, people who make $50,000 a year own a $60,000 car, more than they even make in a year, before taxes. My husband and I hit that millionaire marker a few years ago, and we still work and drive used household brand cars. Currently, I drive a Ford Edge that's about 10 years old and has over 220,000 kilometers on it, or 136,000 miles. Though it's almost time for an upgrade for me, you get the idea that people who have wealth don't necessarily look like they have it, largely because most millionaires believe that if they can't afford to pay for it in cash, they simply don't buy it. Or in my case, I don't want to take a huge depreciation hit when I buy a brand new vehicle. And that's not to say that we don't spend money on fun items. We definitely have some toys, but the depreciation on buying a new car is not money that's worth burning for us. It might be for you though, and that's okay. That's the beautiful thing about personal finance. They're personal. When you're in a place of financial freedom, you get to decide where you want to spend that little bit of extra to enjoy the luxuries of life. For you, it might be upgrading your car, and that's okay. Some people might choose to put the extra monies towards vacations or doing something outrageously generous, or buying an airplane. You get to decide what's important to you. But if you're like most millionaires and prefer to buy a slightly used car to save on that initial depreciation, next time you're shopping around for some new wheels, don't let yourself get swept off your feet by all the fancy bells and whistles, like massaging seats, for example. But remember that these temporary pleasures are keeping you from building the wealth that you truly desire. And if you want to be a millionaire, do what millionaires do and try to pay cash for your next car. Check out my video on how to save for a car. And if you enjoyed this content, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more personal finance videos. Also, this is part 4 in our car mini-series. Check out the links in the description below so you don't miss out on some of that very important information. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.